Hey, thanks for stopping by. I want to tell you a story. It was March 11th, 1980, 1:04 in the morning, in a small house, 2 bedrooms, 6 to 700 square feet. Didn't even have an address. It was in a small town called Gills Creek, Oregon. It was in between a tavern and a church. There was born a baby girl. The doctor, we think, lived in a school bus out in the boonies, but he was a graduate from Harvard and knew what he was doing. The placenta buried in the backyard. It was a legit home birth in a house without an address in a small town named Gills Creek, Oregon. Fast forward, that little girl would grow up to be the middle of 5 children. She was loud, she was goofy, she would turn bright red and throw herself on the ground whenever there was any kind of male around. She was boy crazy. By age 4, she was putting pillows in her stomach and looking in the mirror and just rubbing her belly and imagining the day that she would be a mom. She would have little boyfriends. One of them, she remembers the name. It's the internet, so I'll leave the name out. But he would ride his bike around her front yard. And it was first grade. And she would say her name with his last name and think about their wedding. This little girl was 5 or 6 at the time. Boy crazy, loved to party, hated school. That little girl's me. And from the earliest age, I can remember growing up feeling like I'm too much, I'm too loud, I'm not like my siblings. Out of 5 kids, I'm the only extrovert. I hated school. 3 of my 5 siblings are doctors. I don't think my parents knew what to do with me. And now that I'm a mom, I understand. But when I look back at the story of my life, and I look how I was constantly looking for significance, whether it's in a boyfriend or the volleyball team, I wanted to be popular and I wanted to be liked. And if I hurt someone or if I made someone mad, it would make me feel like I wanted to throw up. People pleasing at a whole new level. I remember at a young age, 5 or 6, that I had an older brother and I was a little sister. Little sisters are a pain. So I get it now, but back then I would hear you're fat, you're stupid, I hate you. And so I started believing that I was fat and stupid and that I wasn't even loved by my brother. And I carried that narrative with me through middle school, where I would wear clothes so big that you couldn't even see me because I would be drowning in my clothes because I thought it was covering my fat. I remember in the 8th grade, one of the kids in school, remember his name, won't share, the internet, looked at me in front of the whole class and said, "You are so fat and ugly, and no boy is ever gonna like you." It hurt. But I remember with tears stinging in my eyes, I looked at him and I said, "Just wait. One day I'm going to be hot and you're going to want me." And then I walked out of class and I went into the bathroom stall and I sobbed. I just wanted to be liked and loved. I would tell secrets because I thought whoever I was telling to would make me popular. Maybe they would like me. I carried this through high school. Any boy, it didn't matter who they were or how they treated me. It was like, "Oh, you want to show me attention? Sure, I'll make out with you." I had boyfriends tell me that I wasn't that pretty. People just told me that because they felt sorry for me. I had boyfriends telling me I needed to work out. I had boyfriends say, "I'll like you in private, but in public, I could probably get better, so I don't really want people to think I'm with you." And I stayed with them because I didn't know my value and I didn't know my worth. And I thought, once I'm married, once I'm a mom, then I'll be worth something. Then I'll be valuable because that's what would give me my value, right? I remember going, by the time I'm 19, I'll be married. By the time I'm 23, I'll have my 3 kids. And that is where I thought my fulfillment and my purpose would come. At 21, I got jaw surgery and I got a red truck and I was like, "Oh my gosh, my jaw's fixed that I was born with and I hated, gone. I got a brand new truck. Oh, now I'm going to be happy." And I remember it was Christmas time and I'm like, why am I not happy? And it's because I was looking for it in things. It was always things or people. So as I went through high school, dating, it was whoever showed me attention. And I had such a low self-esteem. I would look at blimps and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm flying. And I thought it was so funny, but I was constantly putting myself down because I didn't see the value in who I was as a human. I had a boyfriend when I was 16 tell me, like, I told him, you can't be with me. Like, there's other girls. Like, I'm not that pretty. And he's like, you know what? Forget it. Like, I can't love you enough for the both of us. And he broke up with me. Rightfully so, right? So as I take this narrative and I go through college and I give my heart away and I give my heart away and I have this self-esteem that it was as though my mom would say it perfectly. It's like I'd walk around to friends or romantic relationships like I was selling rotten pizza and I didn't understand why no one wanted it. I didn't know my value and I didn't know my worth. And then when I was about 40, just 3 years ago, I started waking up. I hired a life coach. I started doing mindset work. I started meditating and I realized, oh my gosh, I've had value and significance in my life since the day my mom conceived me in her womb. I have been significant before doing anything, before achieving anything. It didn't matter what my bank account was. It didn't matter what my weight was. I was significant. So when I was diagnosed infertile in 2009, when I thought that I was purposeless and a waste of space because I couldn't procreate, I was so significant then. It didn't diminish my worth that I couldn't procreate. It didn't diminish my worth that I couldn't be who all the women around me were, or that I was the first one in our family that adopted. That didn't diminish my worth, because me without anything is still worthy. Us at our worst, moms, women, wherever you are, it doesn't matter what your job status is. It doesn't matter how your kids behave. It doesn't matter what your marriage status is. It doesn't matter what's in your bank account. It doesn't matter what the scale says. You, even if you are bent over throwing up in the toilet, you are significant and you are valuable and you offer so much to the world. You're so important. You, just you laying there, not doing anything at all, brings so much value and fulfillment. And that's what brings me to you today. That's why I'm so passionate about coming alongside women and showing them that their value and their worth is in them all along. Rediscovering their gifts, rediscovering your passions, rediscovering why you were made and why you were created and why you tick a certain way and what is your wiring and the glorious, amazing, magical reasons for your wiring. I love coming alongside you and helping you to discover that. I have clients who have torn up suicide letters. I have clients who have restored relationships with family. I have clients who have stepped out and taken promotions or different jobs or moved across the country or got rid of toxic relationships. Or I have adult women who reconciled relationships with their adult children because they looked within and went, oh my gosh, I am putting all this pressure on all these external things and people to give me my value and worth. But the minute they looked inside and gave themselves their value and their worth, it infiltrated every area of their life and everything got better. This is life change. And I am so honored to be on the journey. I would love a free call with you. Free. No strings attached. I just want to sit across from you. I want to look you in the eyes and I want to hear your story. I want to hear what makes you tick. What gets you excited? What makes you anxious? What makes you worried? What are you scared of? I want to hear it all. And then I want to hold up a mirror and show you your greatness. And I want to show you that all along, everything you need has always been inside of you. You just needed tools to help you discover it. You were created the way you were created for a reason. You're not just a mom, you're a woman with dreams and passions and a mom. You're not just a wife, you're a woman with dreams and passions and a wife. You're not just an executive or a COO, you are a woman with dreams and passions that is an executive, that is a COO. You're not just a college student who is going to get their doctorate or their master's, or maybe you just want to graduate because you think you have to because that's where your value is. You are more than that. You are an amazing woman, you are strong, you are capable, and you are able to do whatever you want in this world and be who you want to be. It's already within you. I just want to help you see it. So please do not hesitate. Do not take another minute. Go. I'm right here. I guess you don't have to go, because if you're watching this on your phone or your computer, you don't have to go anywhere. Click the link. Come see me. You can set up the call, no strings attached, and I just want to help you with a simple formula that's going to revolutionize your life. It's a tool that will change your life and bring awareness. And if you think, great, this is awesome, I'm going to go implement this, awesome. If you're like, you know what, I want more than this, then we can explore what that looks like. But honestly, I just want you to know how amazing you are, how loved you are, how important you are, and that you are created the way you were created, for a reason and for a purpose. And nothing about you is a mistake, but you are beautiful inside and out. And the best is yet to come. I cannot wait to hear from you.